Hi everyone, so behind me is Edinburgh Castle. So we have come here along with a group of friends to explore Edinburgh and then to Isle of Skye and many other places. So we'll see more in the video.
Now, let's rewind a bit. And here we are, having started our journey from London at early hours. We planned our trip for 4 days in Scotland. Speaking about it while editing this video brings out fresh memories. What more can I say? Anyway, for the first day we'll be covering Edinburgh, which is around 650 kilometers from London. It takes around 8 to 9 hours to reach Edinburgh, with frequent breaks at service stations. For the first day we'll be covering Edinburgh, and for the rest of the days we'll be covering locations near Isle of Skye. So we have reached Edinburgh close to 4 p.m. and our first stop is the city castle, which sits on a mighty rock. Some interesting facts about the castle is that it had 26 sieges in its 1100-year-old history, giving it a record for having been the most besieged place in Great Britain. And another one being that there is a gun that's kept inside the castle and would be fired daily at 1 o'clock since 1861. The sound of the shot would be heard for miles and is used as an indication for sailors passing nearby to set their chronometers. So this is Arthur's seat, as you can see here. It's a beautiful sunset. So we are just going there to see the sunset from Arthur's seat. Hopefully that would be a nice view. So see you from the top. Arthur's Seat is an extinct volcano which erupted around 340 million years ago. At that time, Scotland was a very different place, located close to the equator. Since it stopped erupting, the volcano has been buried beneath rocks, so that now less than half of it remains. I like the place the most because of the geological importance and the view you get from the top. We sat here for some time till sunset and later took a walking tour of the city. So that's the Scottish Parliament right opposite, and there is the Queen's Gallery. Yeah, Akshay? Kafi hai. Right there is the Queen's Gallery. So right now I'm in Holyrood Palace. The palace is right behind me. Mask, where is your mask? I got my mask. So the palace is closed right now. Visiting hours, you know. So the first day in Edinburgh is complete. Not yet complete until we have the drinks.
Hi. This is cold drink. Please don't share this with your family.
Let me show you around the house. We have booked a beautiful penthouse for a night stay in Edinburgh. Quite spacious rooms for a reasonable price, probably due to COVID. And that's me. Now we all have that one friend who is always late for parties or anything. Now they would say they'll be there in 5 minutes but turn up after 20. Definitely there's one in every group. Now meet Akshay, he's the guy in our group and he's germophobic too. Forgot to mention, I even met one of my old time friend who lives in this town. He's here with us for drinks. Definitely got some stories to share with him. I'm going to stay in this room. We got a nice view outside and boom, it's the next day. Time flies, or is it the drinks last night? Now we are off to the Highlands of Scotland. Pretty excited to see all the places. Little did we know that things might not go as planned, but all things do happen for a reason, my friends. Guess you like the time lapse of Edinburgh. If you did, then please smash the subscribe and like button. First stop on the way was Robert the Bruce statue, where the historical Battle of Bannockburn took place between the Scottish and English. Currently this place only has a statue and an empty ground, so I would say we better skip this place. Second pit stop is Loch Lomund. This place is considered as the boundary between the lowlands of central Scotland and the Highlands. Loch Lomund is one of Scotland's premier boating and water sports venues. On the way we could see many cars with kayaks and canoes on top of them. We get a 360-degree view of the mountains nearby from the pier. There is even a speedboating facility available in Luss for people interested. Entering into the Highlands, we get breathtaking views of the mountains nearby. We also pass through small beautiful villages, isolated houses, and streams on the way to Nevis mountain range. Speaking about Scotland, the people are very proud to be Scottish. They have always had the differences with England, even have fought many battles with them. Well, who doesn't want to occupy such a beautiful country? Our third stop is Fort Williams. We took a ride up Enochmore mountain range in a gondola, which was originally built to transport skiers to the slopes during winters. This place is pretty popular for mountain biking too. What a scenic ride, stunning views and clear mountain air. Scotland at its very best. If you are a mountain biker, then this place is meant for you. We were fortunate enough to see some mountain bikers cruising at high speed downhill. Our last stop was Glenfinnan, which took us close to an hour to reach. Now Glenfinnan Viaduct is popular because you might have seen it in the Harry Potter movies when Hogwarts Express passes through an iconic bridge. I'll show you the bridge in a while. We just need to take a small trek of just 10 minutes before that. In warm countries, it's pretty common to spot snake when you're going for a trek. But in Scotland there is only one venomous reptile, that is the adder, which is a pretty timid creature and pretty unlikely to bite unless threatened. Glenfinnan. Oh, it rhymes close with many whiskey names. To name a few: Glenmorangie, Glenfiddich, Glenlivet, Glenmoray. So what exactly is glen? A glen is a Scottish term for deep valley in the Highlands. So all these names are derived from the locations of the distilleries, which is again in a valley where it is prepared. And there we go, the iconic bridge from the viewpoint. A steam train actually passes through the bridge twice a day, that is at 10:30 am and 3 pm. Also, there is a Glenfinnan monument right opposite to the road and many trails if you wish to explore. Final shot of the day, saved for some show off. Day 2 of the trip is done and I will be soon posting the second video where I would be covering Isle of Skye, Glasgow and Lake District. And with that, I would like to thank you all for watching this video. Stay tuned for the second part. Thank you.